So today, I'm going to talk about exploring the dimensions of reality, your personal journey. And I think that's real important. It's your journey. No one else is having your journey. Your journey is completely unique to you. And so if we're going to explore the dimensions of reality, it might be good to first take a stab at defining what is reality. It's a question that's perplexed philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for all centuries. You have everyone having opinions about what it is, but very few people can define reality. And that goes in our things because I truly believe that each of us crafts our own version of reality shaped by our experiences, our beliefs, and our perceptions. But do you see how that can skew any possible true definition of reality? Because it's only my experiences, it's only my beliefs, it's only my perceptions that craft what I believe to be real. But my experience, my beliefs are very, very limited, just as yours are. And when you think about, we live in an infinite world with infinite ideas, infinite possibilities out there. We haven't even touched 1% of what's available to us out there. And so I don't know anyone who tells you they know, they don't. It's an opinion. It's based on their experiences, their beliefs, and their perceptions. The question is, if you're going to begin to explore reality, are you willing to let go of what you know? Because what you know will hold you back from a greater expression. The lens through which we view the world creates a reality that is totally unique to each person. The reality that I create, that I see, is different from me than my wife. We live in the same house, we're influenced pretty much by the same things, and each of us is having a completely different experience of life. Why? Because we've had different experiences, we have different beliefs, we have different perceptions. So the lens of our life is what we claim to be real. Now we can change our lens, and when we do, the reality that we see and experience is concurrently changed. If you see, let's say you just take, for instance, that your reality is that the best cars are blue. And then you find out that maybe they're not, so you change and you say the best cars are red. You've changed your reality. So now you have a red car. You have a completely different experience. The experience might be where you were traveling 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit in a blue car, you were fine. But in a red car, you go 5 to 10 over, you found that the police officers were more in tune. Why? Red's a color that sort of initiates within the human mind fast, speed, rebellious. You changed your experience because you just simply changed your lens. So let's talk about the areas of reality. There's the physical reality. What do you see? In front of me, there's a camera, there's a wall, there's lights, there's sound. There is a physical reality. There are objects out there. There's also our mental reality. Mental reality is how we think, what we think about, how deep are our thoughts, what type of questions do we ask. We then have our emotional reality. What emotions are triggered by events, by our thoughts, by our actions. So we have that reality going on. And then we have our spiritual reality, the reality of the soul, the reality of the observer. So when we're thinking about these 4 areas and we want to begin to explore them, here are some of the questions that I might suggest you ask to explore. When you're looking at your physical reality, mental reality, emotional reality, ask, what personal experiences have shaped your perspective of the world in which you live? This really gives you an idea. So when I think about abundance, I was raised by a mom and a dad who didn't have any money whatsoever. They struggled for money. They pitched pennies. They saved whatever they could. There was no frivolous spending as far as my mother was concerned. So my personal experience shaped my reality of money. I had to change that because it wasn't serving me. The perspective of the world that I have is coming from a Judeo-Christian perspective. Why? Because I was born in a Judeo-Christian environment. So my perspective is influenced by the surroundings of where I was born. In fact, when you really think about it, most people's religions are based on where they were born and who they were born to and what were your parents' religion. Then, after you look at what personal experiences have shaped your reality, you can go into the idea of what are your beliefs about why you exist. This question can be forever and ever. Well, I'm here to make the planet a better place. I'm here to pay off past karma. All of these type of questions keep adding up. I'm really here and there's no reason why I'm here. I'm just a bouncing ball within the universal structure of life. Not what I believe. I understand that there is a soul, the observer. And this soul, this observer, has a body that it observes. It has a mind that it observes. It observes its emotions. I believe that we have a body and a mind so that we can experience more and more and more of life. I think the purpose of life is to continually grow and have a greater experience of life, a greater experience of love. And love is where everything goes, because love is the process of accepting yourself as you are, accepting others as they are, accepting life as it is. Do you see? If you do not accept life as it is, you're pushing against life. You're fighting against life. You can't change the past. The past is done. It cannot be changed. Accept that it was and now move forward. And after we ask that question, we then can go and what do you believe about who you are? And we've sort of been hinting around that already. Are you your body? Well, let me ask you a question. Scan your body right now. Notice the you that is observing that you have a body. And observe right now that all of a sudden you were in an accident. There's no pain involved. There's no tragedy, but you're missing a toe. Is the person observing your body the same person that observed it before you had the accident? Has anything been taken away from this that is observing? No, it's the same. In fact, it's the same observer that observed you at 5 that it's observing you at 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's the same observer. Nothing's changed. But do you believe that's who you are? Or do you believe your physical body? Do you believe your emotions? Many people believe that they're their emotions and they let their emotions run them wild. But they're not who you are. They're an experience that you're having. So, are you your body? I think we've just basically proved that's not who you are. Are you your mind? No, you have a mind. Are you your emotions? No, your emotions are responses to what you think, what your experiences are. If not, if you're not these things, if you're not the body, mind, and emotions, what are you And what part does that play in how you see the world? See, if you think you're the body, you're going to see the world through that perspective. If you think you're the emotions, you're going to see it through that perspective. If you're the soul, you realize already that you are perfectly complete just like you are. So many relationships struggle because they believe that the reality is someone else needs to come into the relationship to make them feel good. Someone else needs to come into the relationship to make them feel complete. The fact of the matter is that's the illusion. Your soul is 100% complete. But we have been domesticated into believing the body, believing the mind, believing our emotions, and not knowing that they're just an experience of what we're having. Albert Einstein said this: reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If you look at life, the illusion of life surrounds you. All of humanity is living in the illusion, and all of humanity wants you to buy into the illusion. I would say to you, be the individual. Be a creator. Create your own illusion, because you really get to choose the illusion you live in. Why not make it one that suits whatever you desire for growth, for experience in that? Reality, then, it's not fixed or immutable. Reality is fluid, dynamic, and ever-changing. Reality is the canvas upon which we paint our perceptions, beliefs, and our dreams. Reality for you and for me is our personal work of art. Reality is the life we choose to create. We either choose it consciously or unconsciously. The true master understands that life is a blank canvas and understands that they can change whatever the picture is on the canvas at any time. Every morning, every day you wake up, you have a brand new canvas. What are you going to paint on it? What will your reality look like today? Question is it a reality you've chosen, or have you given away the creative process to someone else or to the collective consciousness? Your gift, the gift given to you and the gift you give back, is your uniqueness. Why not embrace it and make your life the reality which gives you the greatest joy and greatest pleasure ever? It is a choice, and it's always yours.